coming with a video with new stuff. Start off with brows. I'm just gonna be looking in the mirror, and we're gonna be using the Maybelline Brow Define Fill Duo. Okay, so I'm gonna move on to cleaning up the brows a little bit with concealer, and I'm so excited. Just thrills me, and I hope I really like them. But this is the new Colourpop concealer, the no filter concealer, and I'm gonna take the shade Light 20, and the applicator is a doe foot applicator, and it's so flat, and it looks like it's gonna be perfect to just get in paint on my brows.
Was that my shirt?
Yeah. So I'm gonna take my BH Cosmetic number 8 brush, and I'm gonna go under the brow now to clean it up. I hope this is a light shade. Basically, I start like always at the arch of the brow, I deposit most of the product there. And now what I'm doing is just dragging the concealer lightly, and I could just tell you right away, a little bit goes a long way. Cause can you guys see a difference between eyes? Okay, so I don't know if you guys can tell, but if you don't set right away, there's creasing going on, and that's because I'm extremely oily. I'm oily AF. Sorry, I didn't say it was Light 20, which has like a yellow undertone to it. Oh, and the claims, I'm gonna tell you guys the claims of the concealer. So they say it's a lightweight creamy concealer formulated with soft blurring pigments to give a crease-proof, I don't know about that, matte finish, no filter needed. And the matte finish, yes, it has like, it's not completely dry where you look bad, but it's...
No, you're just oily.
I'm gonna take the shade Fair 5, which is the lightest one, just to put at the arch of my brows to give it a little bit more lightness and just bring up the brow a little more for me. And I'm curious to see how this color looks under the brow.
You said in the arch, not all the way.
I know, but I have to blend it. Oh my god, that was just a little tap of the concealer, and look how much. Are you kidding me? Alright, tips. And I don't know if you guys can see that difference, but it just gives it a little lift right there. Nice. Okay, so now I'm gonna take my Cheeky palette from Colourpop, and it's the Anastasia collection. I'm obsessed with this one.
You cheeky little boy.
Cheeky little thing, yeah. And I'm gonna take the color Distress right here, this bone color. You know what I'm saying? And just tap it out, roll out creases, and then go in. And I start right at the brow and work my way down to the lid. I don't like to put too much powder there because later on I will go in and clean up the lid with some concealer. That way there's no patchiness. I'm gonna use the Karreuche Sheet Palette. This is from her Fem Rosa collection. prep the skin, I use Prep and Prime from MAC. I also use the Pixie Hydrating Milky Mist. And now I'm going to be using medium 30 as foundation. Try one side with a sponge and one with a brush just to see. And this seems to be a good match for my skin. I'm just going to work on one side just because I've never used these before and I don't know how quick they dry. And I'm going to use a brush on this side. Change my mind. I'm going to use a sponge on this side. And I'm just gonna pounce it in. Right off the bat, I can tell you it's very full coverage, and that amount basically is enough to keep going. It was a lot. So I've seen a bunch of videos and I've noticed that it does oxidize on some people. I'm gonna see, but as right now, it's like a perfect match to my skin tone. And I'm gonna get closer. I didn't use nothing to fill in my pores. And I feel like it lays beautifully on the skin. And as for the applicator, it feels so nice on the skin. It's so flat. And a lot comes off this applicator, like tons. Okay, so we're gonna go in with a brush on this side. And oh my lord, you guys could see the coverage on this, and honestly I feel like there's way more coverage with the brush. Like, just look how it covered up all those blemishes and acne spots. Oh, my little one wants to blend it out on my forehead. Don't get on my brows.
I won't. It's over here.
Okay. Here, this was a scab. And even so, like, I feel like it covered up so good. I feel like it looks the same on both sides, but there's more coverage with the brush. And the reason I say that is because I didn't have as much on this side of my face to cover up. And I just feel like it lays beautifully on the skin. It doesn't feel heavy whatsoever. I'm going with the shade Light 20. And not gonna go too crazy just yet because a little does go a long way. I feel like I already tried. So I'm gonna blend out with my sponge, and I use the shade Light 20, and that blended out pretty easy. I don't want to cover up the shadows. Can you guys tell how full coverage this concealer is? Like, honestly, I'm not gonna say it's a dupe for the Tarte, but it's so full coverage, so creamy, so easy to blend, and I just feel like it doesn't even feel heavy on the skin. Not at all. I'm gonna use a brush just to blend out under the eye a little bit better. Honestly, I truly recommend these concealers for $6 and the amount of coverage you're getting. You know, I've never tried the NARS Creamy Concealer, but I've seen a lot of people compare these to them. And that's a high-end concealer. And this is only $6. They're vegan. And I'm just impressed. Like, just look at the way that lays on the skin. So you guys can see, like, it's a matte finish, but it's so luminous. Like, it looks very glowy. It looks like skin. It looks good. Like, I don't know, I sound like an idiot, but it just, I'm impressed. I am impressed. So I got the shade Deep 70 to contour with. A good shade to warm up the skin for like bronzing. That blended out pretty nicely. Really nicely, actually. It does dry pretty fast, I will say that. It really does. But now I'm gonna set my face with my Maybelline Better Than Skin and just go all over the face and set lightly. I'm gonna use the Colourpop blush and highlight duo in double play, and I'm gonna use this shade right here to warm up the skin. And I put some RCMA No Color Powder. to kind of bake just to see how that works out together. And I'm using another BH brush. This is the number 1 brush. And then I take one up under here. And that looks beautiful. This is my Milani blush in Luminoso, one of my favorite blushes ever. Just for placement, and then I go from the very apple of the cheek in an upward motion and blend upwards, and that just gives you a nice flush of color. The color I used previously, just to go right back under it. I feel like the powder kind of took away. Trying the I Like Your Face highlighting palette. And we're gonna be trying, I believe it's extra and bigger and better. What? This is not even wet, and I can't even. Do you see that? This is the highlight, and can you guys see that? Like, crazy. And that palette on the eyes, I'm impressed with everything I use today. Every single thing. For lips, I'm gonna use the color Mist from her collection. And this was the packaging of the box. And this is what the lip color actually looks like. So this is the final look, guys. I applied some falsies, and the lip, I forgot to mention, was an ultra satin lip. And as for the concealers, I mean, let me show you guys, like, and you guys saw how bad my skin was at the very beginning. And to be honest with you, these concealers as foundation, just beautiful. I'm gonna try to keep it on and let you guys know what I think. I don't know, I'm just obsessed with the whole look. So I hope you guys like. Please comment if there's anything you want me to do for whoever watches. Please like my video and subscribe to my channel. And yeah, let me know what you guys think of this concealer. If it's me tripping or if it actually looks good. I'm just gonna wrap this up before I keep rambling, and I hope you guys enjoyed. Thank you for watching.